What's up, people? It's your man Black Cobra. Yes, I'm here with the Wheel Life live stream. Now, I say I'm here because it's unusual. My guest is normally here already for 15 minutes. We're talking and catching up, but he's over there in China. I'm here, and the time difference is 12 hours, so it's 7 a.m. there. And oh boy, I don't know what's going on. I'm waiting for him now. So we are just gonna chit chat for a while till he gets here. I'll keep trying him on the line and see when he's gonna pop in, but so far nothing. So I just want to say what's up to everybody. First of all, thanks for coming again. As a matter of fact, I feel like that's just too bright on my face. All right, so okay, I'm getting done here. Hello. Oh boy. Hang on. Hang on, guys. I think he's jumping in now. Hey, Jack, hit your camera. I can hear you. Hit your camera so I can see you. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so he's here, ladies and gentlemen. So, everybody, without further ado, I'm gonna bring in my man Jack, uh, all the way from across the other side of the globe. Let's bring him in now. It's Jack from Kingsong. What's up, Jack? Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
You had me worried for a minute.
Sorry about that. I had to pick up some breakfast, 7 in the morning.
Okay. Breakfast works. Breakfast works. So I was just starting to tell them that we would wait for you for a minute, and then you popped in. So let me go through this real quick, guys. Moonlad, thanks for being the first one in. V, as always, thanks for being here. Robert, appreciate you. Brian Zoom Wheels, I know it's midnight over there, brother. I appreciate you staying up for us. Let's see. Dan Miller, my man. my one and only Patreon. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate your support, brother. Let's see who else we got here. All right, so we got a couple more popping in, but while they do that, I just wanted to say, again, thank you guys for joining. I know the times keep changing. Like I said, when they do change, I pop it up as much as I can. V just said she thought it was 7 a.m. for some reason. I'm glad that you caught that it wasn't, V, because I would have hated for you to miss it. Um, we got James Mucklin in the house. What's up, James? Good to see you, buddy. Yes, Dan, there's definitely more room for more. Let's see.
Hey, V, how's it going?
Hey, V, you got a what's up? Let's see. Newbie 101. All right. Electric Z.
By the way, everyone in this community should know who V is. She is the fastest rider in the EUC community right now.
Yes, I had them both. I had them both on the show because Brian Zoom Wheels and her are the fastest too. He's the fastest guy, and she's the fastest woman. And actually, I believe she still holds the record. Or did Brian pass her? Wait. So V, did Brian pass your record? I like messing with her. You know what she's gonna say.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I asked her about it, she told me that she didn't even know she was going that fast.
No, she didn't. She didn't. She's been on the show a couple times and we've talked about it. Plus, we. So did Brian pass you? She said, "Hell no." So Brian was setting up something so that he could do an event so that he could try and pass her, but I guess it didn't happen. So, and it was really windy, so it didn't happen. So V is still the record holder. Oh, Brian here. Yeah, here he is. Brian's right here. Brian said no, it was windy that day. So he was trying.
That sounds like excuses to me, man. I don't know.
He's only behind her by like a 0.02 or 0.2 or something. Because I think V was, what was yours, V? Hers was 52.6 or 52.8, and his was 52 point 2 or I don't know, something low like that. You guys remind me because I know you guys know. So, Mikey says Kingsong Power. That must be a buddy of
Exactly.
yours. What'd you get for breakfast, Jack?
So, KFC in China isn't like America. They have like porridge, like congee, and they have tea egg, and then you have hash brown. Basically, you have like Asian stuff for Asian KFC.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what you got for breakfast?
Pretty much. There's not a lot of options. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Dave. What's up, David? David chiming in from New York. So my man Jack. So today we got a few things to talk about.
Okay.
I know you're eating breakfast, so I'm gonna. Afiz is in the house. What's up, buddy?
Oh boy. Oh, Mr. Afiz K.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So oh wait, KFC and McDonald's are way better outside the U.S. Okay, I don't know.
Those are facts. Besides the original chicken from KFC where you get in North America,
right?
Everything else on the menu is a lot better everywhere else.
Really?
At least given the experiences that I've had, like if you go to Japan, the KFC is a lot better if you pick up like their local stuff.
Okay.
Like just don't get the original recipe. It's not gonna be the original recipe. Yeah.
Well, I know when I've been all over and I try things all over, but when I go to different places, I often forget to try stuff like that. Fast food is not usually what I'm looking for, but I definitely try some of the local cuisine. I noticed that when I went to certain places like Puerto Rico, Germany, it's like a big difference in what's offered inside these same restaurants that are here. So I do understand what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Afiz said he's here to support his boy Jack, even though it's past midnight here.
Dedication.
We appreciate you staying up there, Afiz. Okay. So, hold on a second. Your boy Mikey is saying he was on the MTB hard track with the KS 16X and did my day. OMG, it performs. I did not. I did not. So your 16X performed, but you didn't. Is that what you're saying, Mikey? The 16X is amazing. So I'm still loving the 16X. Let's see. Dave says it's like going to New York City and going to Olive Garden. Well, right? You gotta do like the local cuisine, not just what you can get anywhere. I guess. Oh wait, V says wishful thinking to Brian. So what did he say? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna get into that. So, I want to ask you questions, but I don't want to interrupt your meal.
No. Go ahead. Don't worry about my food. I'll still be here after the stream.
All right. So let me get to the basics. How long have you been riding an EUC? What are you doing?
I'm one of the OGs.
Okay.
Oh, he's gone.
No, I'm here. I'm here. Keep going. No, I just wanted to make a movement. Go ahead.
I've been riding EUC for 7 years.
Okay. 7 years. Ouch.
Yeah.
That is, you're definitely an OG in the EUC game. Okay. What did you start on with an EUC then?
Like most everyone, I started off with some really crappy Chinese wheel. It was basically an air wheel, a fake air wheel, I would say, and it had maybe like 200 or 300 watt hours.
Okay.
And it went maybe like 15 kilometers an hour. So I had a problem of shipping that wheel back to Canada because back then already you couldn't bring batteries on. So I brought just the wheel, just the hollow wheel with the motor, sent it to Canada. I learned more about batteries that way. I learned how it structurally worked. Tried to solder my own BMS. Had it working for a little bit. Then it broke. But I had enough opportunity to realize that this was something I was truly passionate about, and just the future of mobility could really progress in this way. So I ended up getting an E plus not too long after that, and rode that for quite a while. And it actually only broke recently. It's been the beater wheel. Like anyone in my community, who are trying to learn an electric unicycle, I toss them the E plus. Okay. It's got that metal frame, so never really have an issue with it.
So you've been riding for 7 years. You've gone from wheel to wheel to wheel. What's your favorite wheel right now?
Oh boy. I guess I have to say S18.
No. Hey, wait. You don't gotta be politically correct. You gotta give answers that you feeling,
I don't know.
Jack. Come on, what you feeling?
My boss could be watching this stream. Okay. Right. I mean, okay. To be honest with you, I think it's hard to pick a favorite wheel. Every wheel does different things for me. I had an M103. That wheel was fantastic, but it doesn't fulfill some of the things I need, like top speed, right? So if we're talking about like smaller wheels, I love the M10. If we're talking about middle, like kind of the middle class wheels, I would say the S18 or the 16X are fantastic wheels. And then top end wheels, as most of you probably already know, I'm riding my Veteran. So, those are my 3 favorite wheels.
Okay.
And depending on the situation, I pick different wheels. So.
Okay, respect. See now, when you say that, it's funny because I kind of am the same way. Like I got my wheels over here. My V11 is my suspension is crazy, so I'm loving that wheel every day. I'm trying to ride it every day. My 16X though is still my go-to wheel if I'm go out off road and just wreck it because the torque on that is ridiculous. That's what I was doing on that. The issue is now that the V11 has the suspension, so I'm like, maybe I'll use that off-road. I tried for a minute a couple hours ago. The trail I was on, a giant tree fell, so I didn't get a chance to really do anything. I'll have to do it another day. But I had, like I said, I had the 16X for off-road, the suspension on the V11, and then the Monster was my high-speed wheel. Now, I'm trying to sell that now because I want to upgrade to, either the Monster Pro or the Sherman or both. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know my upper end wheel, there's so many coming out that I want to get one of those. But it's hard not to have at least 3 wheels. I think 3 wheels is like the right number. Anything more than that, you're a collector. Anything less than that, and maybe you don't have the wheel you need.
Anything above 5, you're considered a Marty.
Or V. V has more wheels than Marty.
What? Really? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man. Yeah, man. She has more wheels than Marty. V is what's up, right, V? Nobody touches you. V got like 15 wheels, I think. And she had one out on loan. So, I mean, yeah, she's... Use that seat. Yes. Yes, the seats come in, and I'm going to use it on the Sherman no matter what, because a couple people here are getting the Sherman. So even if I don't get that first, I will use the seat on it, and we'll be able to do a review on that. Brian Zoom Wheels has got a seat coming my way, and that seat that these guys made, if you guys haven't seen that, if you got a Sherman, you need to hit up these guys, Brian Zoom Wheels.
It's the seat from the UK, right?
Yes.
So I looked into that, and that definitely looks like a good seat. It's just way too much for more than I can afford on a seat. Yeah. And I bought the Veteran seat, and obviously it's not as
it's not as
it's not as great.
No, that seat that they made is like the best I've seen yet. It's amazing.
But I don't sit down much, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. If you're a seated rider, right, then I can see investing in that. But for me, it's once in a while, so.
All right. Well, I want to jump into questions, and it seems that EX Rev Rides is already jumping into it. You didn't even give us time to warm up, buddy. He said, Jack, what are your thoughts on the S18 cutting out from the acceleration as described by Adam from Wrong Way.
Okay. Well, the S18, as you guys already know, doesn't have more battery than compared to some of the other wheels that can reach 50 kilometers an hour. So given said that, the torque is still there. So if you've seen steep hill climbs, and I've taken my S18 up some really steep hills, it's able to do it. But when you're pushing the S18 at its upper speed limits, which I would consider maybe 40 kilometers plus, you need to be a little softer when you accelerate. That doesn't mean you can't reach 50. It just means that you can't torque it as quick to get to 50. And, with the limitations of the battery, that's just the way it is. So I think if you look at the whole picture, with any self-balancing wheel, you always have to play within the limits. So if and if you're an experienced rider, this wheel is, 1100 watt hours. You need to know that, well, this is not going to perform perhaps like my 16X in terms of torque instead of high-speed torque. So you really just got to, be safe and watch for that.
Okay. So what I'm
I mean,
hearing.
I'm not saying what Adam is saying is wrong. I'm just saying that Adam is a fast rider. He's a very experienced rider, and we don't want anyone to experience a cutout. But you just you gotta play within the limits. Don't torque it as quick. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is it has the ability to do the off road that everybody wants, but
Mm-hmm.
you can't torque it as hard as you can some of the other wheels. Like the 16X has a better ability to be torqued than the S18. So even though the S18 has suspension, of course it has the race car look, and obviously it does a great job off road because that's what I'm hearing. But you're saying that if you're torquing it as hard as he did, you got to be careful. You can't put that much on it.
Well, in the higher speed limits, because when you're starting off,
Yep.
not as much of the battery is used. So, going 0 to 30, I don't see much of a problem there.
Okay.
Being the tester at Kingsong, I've already tested the limits. I've already cut out while testing these wheels because I wanted to see. I've purposely cut out testing the limits of these wheels, right?
Okay.
So I'm putting myself on the line to see how does this perform in comparison to some of our other wheels. So I can say that the wheel, accelerates perhaps not as quick as the 16X, but pretty close. But when you get to upper speed limits, that's where you got to be more careful.
Okay, so if you're accelerating down low, and this is all because of the small capacity of the battery, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
so guys, if you're accelerating and you're putting something on it hard from a low speed, it can handle it. If you're moving a little bit and you push hard and try and really accelerate hard and fast, the sag will drop low enough that it can cause a cutout. So the idea is if you're doing those torque quick movements, they got to be when at the lower speed. You can't do that when you're already going at a good speed and then try and push it hard. It is going to cut out. That was the concern that people had because of the size of the battery, and it seems accurate. We got to be truthful about what the wheel is. The wheel seems to do a lot. I haven't ridden it yet. I'm just going by what I have seen and what I was told. And there's a lot of people that are saying great things about it, but this is something that people have to take into account when looking at this wheel. So,
Yeah.
okay, all right. So
It's not just because it's got a similar price tag to some of the other wheels, it doesn't mean that it's playing in the same markets. A lot of that cost goes into the suspension framework. To build that suspension costs a tremendous amount of money. So people want a bigger battery. Well, you end up with a wheel that's more expensive. You guys could see with the new Gotway wheels that have suspension, or their price tags are significantly more, and people are complaining about it. Well,
yeah.
you know, Gotways aren't trying to do it on purpose. I'm sure it's just the way it is. It costs more. Oh,
Okay.
sorry about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it costs more. So it's not. Don't compare it to your MSP. Don't compare it to your veteran. It's not meant to be compared in that space.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
the issue I think that most people have though is that you're going to compare it to this. You're going to compare it to the V11. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to compare it to a wheel that suspension that came out at the same time, that's around the same price and geared for the same people. So, that's the
Mm-hmm.
issue that most people have, is that, if you're comparing it, excuse me, you're right. You can't compare it to higher end wheels, but you can compare it to, the same wheel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree that that's a good comparison?
Yeah, I mean, you would definitely want to compare it to the V11, but still the wheel is focused on slightly different things. You know, the S18 is designed with also a little bit more of an off-road atmosphere to it. I would say, whereas the V11, just like InMotion's previous wheels, is more commuter friendly. Is more, it's always their company has always been a city branded transportation company. You know, that's their main focus.
Right? True. But
Yeah.
in looking at this wheel, when I compare it, it's hard. It's hard for me. First of all, everybody out there knows I looked at both these wheels before they even came out, and I said I was getting the V11. I said that would be the wheel for me. And many people laughed at me, and many people said, "Yeah, okay, you're not gonna get the Kingsong," and I'm like, I'm a Kingsong lover. My 16X is still one of my favorite wheels I've ever ridden. So it's
Hmm.
not that it's just that looking at it, even before I saw it, I felt this was gonna be the wheel that I wanted. And this was one of the reasons because I looked at the
It
battery.
depends. It depends what you're looking for. A lot of people bought a Z10 knowing that it's not gonna have an
True,
MSP or an MSX spec.
true, true.
So a lot of people buy the Z10 because it looks good, and on the same level, the S18 looks fantastic.
Yep.
It's probably the only two wheels, the Z10 and the S18, where design was actually put at the forefront of the whole design process. You know, the other wheels are specs first. You know,
Right, right, right.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it up here. You stride. You stride's in the house. He wants us to beat up on Kingsong because he said that he wants us just to say that the S18 sucks. And then he says he's just kidding. He loves the wheel, but he wants us to be balanced because look, I was beating up on Gotway. I beat up on them a lot because their shells are crap and they fall apart
Mhm.
and they're made of paper mache. But and he's a Gotway lover, so he wants me to be balanced. I'm like, I'm balanced. Now I'm letting you know that the S18, I was disappointed when I saw the cutoff. When I saw that it was doing that, I was disappointed. Um, but when you look at the look of it, I was happy with it. When you look at the off-road capabilities, I was actually kind of jealous because I know that because I have the V11, I'm not gonna buy an S18. I just can't see paying the money for an S18 when I have the V11. Now, would I test it? I would love to. I was hoping to get put on the testing list so that the test wheels could come around to me, and I would love to do some videos on it and ride. I would love to, but I know that I can't buy that and this. I promised that I would only have three, so I need a high speed wheel, a suspension wheel, and one other. Right now, the 16X is my one other. So, if I get an opportunity to ride it, then I'm sure I'm going to love it. But I was disappointed in that cutoff. It did bother me when I saw that. But
Any wheel cuts off. If we want to talk about cutoff, we can talk about Shawn's video where he cut off too, right? So,
yeah,
I think it's important to remember, you can't just judge a product based on one incident.
true, true.
The cutoffs are going to happen to every self-balancing device.
Yep.
It's sooner or later it's going to happen. That's just the game we play, unfortunately. I,
And
I wish it wasn't like that. So,
and that's why I
yeah.
wanted to have you on here because a lot of people were talking about it and asking about it. I'm like, let's talk about it because honestly, I
Yeah.
mean, you have to look at all the things that have happened to all the different people on all the different wheels, and there's been a lot. But when something new comes out, we in our mind we want it to be the best of the best of the best of everything. We don't want it to have any flaws. and obviously that's a little unrealistic, and that's what we're looking at. But I will say again, on 90% of what was done, I love it. I love the look, and
Mhm.
all the great reviews that I've heard, all the stats that I've but I have to get my hands on it so I can make my own judgment. But so I'm still going by just what I see, and there's still way more positive about the S18 than I had than negative. So James Muckland is saying if it had an 1800 watt hour battery, we would pay for it. Problem is, James, where are they gonna put that battery in that shell? There's no there's nowhere to fit anything else in there. I think that was also part of it, the design to be able to have that suspension stick out. Right? Was that
Yeah,
a
yeah,
big
that's
point?
that's definitely something we wanted to keep, or Sen, who is the designer, wanted to keep as a main component for the overall aesthetic. And obviously, you wouldn't put that inside a wheel because there'd be even no space for it. So it definitely had to pop out.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. What? Oh, you and the fees are coming to the U.S. Y'all better let me know. Let me know when. We're gonna have
I
to
think
set this.
I saw you stride in New York last year, but I didn't really get a chance to talk to him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He goes down there every now and then.
So if he talks crap about Kingsong, I'm gonna find him.
He did. That was him talking crap about it.
I'm
he
just kidding.
he said he said the problem is that most buyers don't pay attention to specs. Uh, True, they just look at they want everything. Um, let's see, and they don't really look at what's actually there. Because I looked at the battery and I was surprised, but then when I looked at the shell, you can't be surprised because there's not a lot of room to fit
Yeah.
anymore in there.
I
Um,
think I think something else I want to mention is Ustride says that people don't look at specs, or the thing is, people on the forums definitely look at specs.
yeah,
Like we're dedicated. Like people who are creating YouTube channels or people who
yeah,
are creating content are people that are dedicated. There's a portion of the community, I believe, that aren't on these platforms, that are just your everyday rider, and they're gonna pick up the S18 or the V11 or whatever else it may be without diving in deep. They're gonna come out with the idea, oh, I want a wheel that looks really good, so they're gonna pick the S18.
mm-hmm.
You know, and there's a portion of people that don't need the speed.
Right.
Everyone here, even in this live stream, I would say, are experienced riders or are dedicated in this community.
True. True. True.
Yeah.
And I know that's the issue. Some people are, and that's why honestly I bring a lot out in this live stream and in videos that I do. I try to bring because people ask me questions all the time. So and I know they look to us who make videos and put things out, and they're looking for the answers to their questions, and that's one of the questions: is this a wheel that I should buy? And of course, Kingsong definitely has a reputation of quality, and they definitely have a reputation of putting out good products. So I would there's no way I would let what happened with that cutoff deter anybody from buying the wheel. And if they ask me, I would
Mhm.
give them the same thing, and not because I'm like a lover of one company only, because I love quality. And the 16X and all the wheels, the 18XL and all the wheels that Kingsong have put out have shown that you guys can put out quality. And so
Yeah.
that's why I am a big fan of Kingsong in general. Never mind just the specific wheels. So if that's a question, just make sure you guys know that right away. I mean, I know people know because they hear me talk about my 16X all the time. Anyway, even though I've been riding other wheels, I still talk about it. So I'm not taken from that, and I know there's a lot of people that still want to ride Kingsong. So I hope you guys keep pushing the envelope. And and
Yeah.
and now that we talk about that,
Hmm.
the questions are in here, and I just want to ask, what's next? Can you tell me what's next?
I cannot tell you what's next.
Come
I'm not gonna
on,
reveal any
Jack.
secrets.
Come on, Jack. Can I get a little?
But but you guys will be happy. Everyone will be happy.
Come on, man. Look, Liam was here last week. Liam gave us a bunch of secrets. He let us know a bunch of things that were coming out. Come on, Jack. Give me something.
Hey man, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't tell you. I wish. Hey man, I know what it's like, but you know, I'm still representing Kingsong, so I still
All
gotta
right, all right. I
I gotta
won't push it.
respect
I
what my
won't
higher
push
ups
it.
want me to, you know.
I won't push it. All right. Hey, mom, wife, teacher, Livette. Good to see you. Thanks again for putting those pictures up with my shirts on. That was really nice of you and Francisco. All right. So, if you can't say, someone asked, are they planning any updates um, to the S18? If you can't tell us what's coming out next, can you tell us, are they planning any updates to the S18, or even like second batch, third batch, whatever? Are there any things that you know of that people can look forward to as far as changes that they're making?
With any product during the initial design process, manufacturing process, changes are continuously being made. I can almost guarantee you that your first batch iPhone and your second batch iPhone is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
There might be some internal changes that you don't know about, that someone who's not within the industry knows about. Um, so with that being said, we're continuously making changes to our S18 to improve it. I'm the person connecting the community with the company. Before that, companies like Kingsong hardly had a position like me. So my job is to continuously read forums, check Telegram, check my Instagram messages, see what problems people are having, see what feedback people are providing, see what people like, and provide that back to the company. I know you guys are excited about faster wheels, so I've already pushed Kingsong to make a faster wheel because, we're technically the slowest company now.
Hey, I wasn't gonna say it.
I know you wanted to say it though,
I
but
was gonna let them say it. I knew somebody else was gonna say it.
hey man, yeah, no, I get it, I get it. I definitely want the company to push to make a faster wheel. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna work hard on that, and obviously with the appropriate amount of batteries, so everyone's safe.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Uh, well, what's up, eBoard? What's up, Daniel? Kamikaze Joe, welcome, welcome, man. Uh, everybody saying what's up to you, Jack. A lot of people know you. A lot of people rode with you already.
Oh yeah.
And those who don't know, aka Electric Dreams. So if you on Instagram, he's on there a lot. Obviously on YouTube. Are you even on Facebook?
I am.
Okay.
So I have a personal Facebook,
Okay.
and then I have a YouTube channel Facebook.
Okay. Okay.
So
Well,
how kind of like how
oh,
I don't know actually, but Kevin from Alien Rights has a page. I don't have a page. I
okay.
just have a separate account basically. So I'm just trying to keep my personal life and my work life,
Yeah.
or sorry, my YouTube life and my work life separate, even though they're both talking about EUCs.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
kind of it's tough. It's tough.
it's tough. Everyone knows who I am, and it's kind of hard to avoid that
Yeah.
because I've been here for 7 years.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
crazy. It's crazy. I'm just glad, honestly, that they're putting you on this kind of thing, like trying to do publicity in the community and deal with us directly and bring us in the company together. Because
yeah,
honestly, the biggest frustration I have is that I Gotway is doesn't talk to us. Um,
hmm
and the fact that Liam was here last week. You're here this week. I would like to talk to someone from Gotway, but the fact that they don't have anyone and they have actually been quoted as saying is they don't watch YouTube. I
no,
said,
they don't.
oh, okay. So it's kind of upsetting, but it just sheds light on the fact that you guys are doing what you're supposed to do. So I appreciate you doing what you're doing, Liam. I know that you have a passion for it. We can tell because even your personal channel, you do the same stuff,
Yeah.
EUCs and stuff. So, but we appreciate you bringing that passion to the community, and trying to keep us connected.
Hey, no problem. That's what I'm here to do. That's why I moved away from Canada, moved away from North America, to try to better the EUC community, to make these companies understand what customers are looking for and what people want. So,
Okay, so I am getting some questions that I'm not quite clear on here. Assembly issues, suspension components. That's a lot there. Will have these issues and would good time to. Okay, I think they might be talking to each other. He's asking about
Well,
parallel.
I'll answer those because I know people are going to continuously ask about that. So regarding issues with suspension or assembly or whatever it may be,
I'm gonna
those
put.
are all covered.
Go ahead.
So those are all covered under Kingsong warranty. Um,
Okay. Oh, log.
Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if you do feel that your wheel, your S18 isn't up to par, the suspension travel doesn't work properly, it's all going to be covered under Kingsong. You can contact your dealer and we'll be sure to send you out, you know, the latest and the greatest components that we have.
Well, he looks like Daniel's asking because these issues, which batch is the right batch? Does he wait to the second batch? Does he wait to the third batch? That's what he's trying to ask. It appears because we've heard there's been issues with wheels coming out.
Um, I think issues are starting to be stabilized. So I don't think there's an issue there. But again, we're continuously making changes. You know, this doesn't end just because you've finished manufacturing a product. Just because you think the mold is done,
Mm-hmm.
it's not really done. We're making changes to the mold. We're making adjustments to the materials. You know, so I mean, people already know, right? The bottom base of the block, batch one was the block. Second batch was connected. Um, so yeah.
Okay, okay, because
Again, just keep in mind that anything that's wrong with your wheel, we're gonna cover it. Just let your dealer know, and we're gonna help you replace it. We're gonna make sure you get the right proper working S18.
okay. So
Yeah.
Paul Allen's asking. He says the response to the multi wheels being sent out with alignment issues. And I
Hmm.
think it's like you said, same thing. Issues going on, and any issues will be covered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um. Yeah. And there are ways to fix that or mend that as well. So.
I think Brian is asking, are you guys gonna bring a 40 plus miles or an hour EUC?
Not currently, but like I said, I'm continuously trying to convince the CEO of Kingsong to make a faster wheel.
He's working on it.
I,
He's
I,
working on
I, I myself, being here for 7 years, I don't want to work for the slowest company.
it. Oh
No,
boy.
I like to go fast, but that's just me. Not everyone wants to go fast, but I understand that the dedicated EUC community wants a faster wheel.
Yes,
So
they do. Yes, they do. And
yeah.
I'm gonna do something a little different today. Um, give me give me a number from 1 to 10, Jack.
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
7.
7. Okay. Okay. What do you want to give away first? Jack's got some stuff to give away, people. Jack's got helmets. He's got knee guards, and he's got
Yeah.
wrist guards. Um, and he's got T-shirts. So he's gonna be giving those away today. So
Yes. Let's give away that shirt first.
okay, T-shirt first. Okay. So two things. Oh wait, hold on. Daniel with the first super chat. Yeah, let's go. So no, he needs something better than that. We gotta give him a horn. We gotta give him a horn. So
Nice.
he's Daniel's the first super chat. I'm giving him. I want to give him something. So you want to do the shirt first? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so shirt goes to Daniel. And then you said 7 was the number, right? So
Yes.
what I want to do is the first. That's why I said 1 to 10. The first 10 people that came in, the seventh person that joined the chat is gonna get something. So I gotta scroll back and find out. But before I do that, let me scroll down because I knew I saw another one. Oh wait, hold on. First of all, did he have a question? I didn't even look at that. Got always trash. Marty delayed the Sherman one more week. Okay.
Wow, you're pretty far back in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm scrolling down. I'm scrolling. That was the first uh super chat. And Sebastian with the second super chat. Okay. What about the lack of ventilation of the MOSFETs altogether?
hmm Um, the wheel has been tested in very warm weather here, and we've done steep climbs while in that weather. We have not had an issue overheating.
Okay.
So I don't think that's something to worry about. The entire platform, this wheel is innovating a lot of things, and this wheel doesn't come with a fan because the entire platform is essentially a heatsink. So air flows right through the middle of underneath the motherboard, right above that inner mud guard.
Right.
So it helps cool down everything.
Uh,
Haven't had one single report of the wheel overheating.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
that was an issue. Obviously, these issues come up and people talk about them. So, all right. So
hmm
Dan Miller. Dan Miller is the winner. He was the seventh person in the chat. Now I know some people had double said of quite a few things by the time. Oh wait, hold on. I take that back. No, Dan was in earlier. Hold on, Dan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Damn, if he really wants to know my thoughts on the Monster Pro and the Gotway X,
Well, tell him. Tell him while I'm counting.
he keeps asking me about it. He asked me in my personal chat when we call on the phone
Yeah.
and in the live stream.
So tell him. You tell him what you think.
Well, when I wrote it, it was still pre-production, so I don't think it's fair to say what the final production is like. There are some clues, aesthetically that it's gonna be a good wheel.
So that's it. That's all you gotta give him.
It's not, I'm here to represent Kingsong, and you know, man, these guys are
Smart
asking
guy.
me Gotway questions.
Smart
Like,
guy. Smart guy. Smart guy.
I wish I could say more. I haven't tested. I don't know. Hopefully they've made changes to it already, but yeah.
Okay, so it was Newbie 101 was the seventh person to join the chat. So, AKA Fred Go. That's who win.
Hey Joe, come on. I'll tell you. I'll tell you more once I know more. It's just because what'll happen is I'll tell you what I really think about the Gotway X and the Monster Pros, and basically it'll seem like I am just not satisfied, or you guys will just present an image of that I'm just working for Kingsong and I hate all other brands, and that's not the case. So I choose not to say anything.
You gotta plead the fifth. Come on. Excuse me. So, Francisco, my man, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. So, that's all he's gonna give us. He said, guys, on the newer wheels, because let me say that again. The video that you posted on those new wheels with the Monster Pro and the EX and all of them riding, that was amazing. Now, was that just a repost or were you there at the time?
I was there,
Okay.
so Kuji hasn't had the opportunity to come to Shenzhen, so I've had to somewhat fill the shoes a little bit.
Ah.
Keep you guys updated. Yeah, keep you guys updated, and so you guys know what the wheels are like. So I got to ride both. I got to see both in person, and I had an injured knee that day from a separate thing, not EUC related, and so I was just filming with my phone, so it was very like hastily shot, but hopefully it was still good enough
It was
for you guys to
amazing. It
understand.
was
Yeah,
amazing, dude. When
yeah,
you posted that, I was like, that instantly. Not I had seen. I think I had seen one or two things that you had put up before, but that was like, whoa! I had to share that out with people. I was sending that to people in their private. And I was like, look, the wheels. Finally, we get to see them. So
yeah,
I, for one, appreciate the fact that you shared that because I was looking for it.
yeah. I know a lot of people were waiting to see actual videos of it.
I was dying. I was like, can somebody please give me something? Okay, so he says 16X is a blast. EUC, nothing can beat it at this level. It's all around wheel, just anywhere, hands down. No one can put me down on that. Question, Jack. 16X is something different. What do Jack think about the 16X as it is a machine? Okay, what do you think about the 16X? Think that's what he sees. He loves the 16X and he wants you to give your thoughts on it.
Oh, 16X is honestly such a fun wheel. Given it has a smaller tire, smaller wheel, if the roads are smooth, um, then like cruising around, and especially like New York City kind of atmosphere where you're cruising around and you need that agility, you need that fast torque. I think 16X is great. I know some New York City riders are going to want that higher top speed, 50 kilometers plus. But if you don't require that and you still like to carve through traffic and you want to go fast, I think it's a great wheel. I've been riding it. When I got to Kingsong, that was the first wheel I picked up, and I was basically using that as my daily. And the music is so good.
Yeah, I
The
love it.
speaker system is so nice. Yeah.
Honestly, the only wheel that beats that on a speaker is the Monster. My Monster speaker is the first one that I was like, oh, okay, this one's got even better. But that the 16X was every day with the music, with the lights. It's got great lights. I also love the seat on the 16X. That's one of my favorite seats because of how firm it is. It doesn't crack and sink in the middle like the Monster seat does. So it's one of my
Hmm.
favorites. So definitely one of my the best all around wheels. I still say so. Let's
Yeah.
see. When will Kuji do S18 V11 comparison? Dude's disappeared. Obviously, Kuji's something's going on. He's on a
Kuji is let's say he's taking a vacation right now.
okay.
He still has his veteran. That's what I don't know how much I can say about it, but
Okay.
he's still got his veteran. I had to make sure that he was still on a wheel somehow. Yeah.
uh, okay, so EX Rev Rides is asking, since you rode the EX, can you at least talk about the suspension design? And is it an issue?
Suspension design.
Yeah, because the
Um,
EX, how the rod protrudes down the below the pedals, people were saying that it might be an issue. I thought it might be an issue.
mm, well, I guess it's kind of similar to the V11, right? But V11 has that battery going all the way around, right? So you have that case that kind of protects that suspension, whereas the X just has that bar going down. Um, while riding it, it's almost impossible to hit it. Like, unless you were doing really tight turns and there was a rock protruding upwards,
Right.
then there is, I guess, a possibility of that rock hitting it, but still very minimal because that suspension arm is so close to the tire.
Right. Well, I
Um, but there are like things that I've already reflected to them that they need to improve on to make sure that wheel is ready for the community's abuse.
okay. That's exactly what we're looking
Yeah.
for. When because even on the V11, we saw that where that suspension is down, it's still it who was it in Vegas there? Zen Lee. Zen Lee hit his. Marty took his caps off, worried about hitting his. So even that, and that's covered. So that's why we were
Yeah.
thinking when you see that it's sticking out, could it be a problem? So they're just asking because they know you got a chance to ride it, and everybody's still super curious, super curious. So
Yeah.
Kamikaze Joe says Jack gets it. He said it's not an issue. Slightly less clearance than the MSP. Okay. Um, uh, oh, EUC rider chemist. All those wheels are great, but the prices are yikes. Exactly. Another reason why we're liking Kingsong, we're liking that S18, and we're liking the V11. We're liking that price range works for us. 3,500
Yeah.
doesn't really work for us.
Hey man, back in the day, I sound old, but back in the day, you were comparing EUC to like whether or not you would purchase a new iPhone, right? And now it's skyrocketed above that price range.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What do we compare it? What do we compare it to now when we buy an EUC?
I don't know. I don't know. A friend of mine would say, she said that a lot. I mean, you've seen her on the show. She's come on with me, Showtime. She said the same thing. When people ask, how much is that, wheel? We tell them it's about $2,000. They go, what? And we're like, well, I mean, you pay a lot for that phone you got in your hand. We try to compare it. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But it keeps creeping up. So, like you said, now it's like buying two phones.
Yeah. Well, people when I tell them, usually when people ask me about the price, I always follow it up. Well, how far do you think this goes? And how much money do you think you can save from riding this?
Right. Right. That's
You
true.
know, so yeah.
That's
People think that it's like a toy, so it goes maybe 30 kilometers max and, does maybe 15 kilometers an hour, but that's not the case.
no.
This fully replaces your car, given the right environment, given, an experienced enough rider, this will replace your car.
And,
My car now, well, back when I did have a car, it was only for going out really far to find more places to ride my EUC.
yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's funny you say that. That has happened to a lot of people. That their vehicle has become transportation for their EUC because you just want to get to somewhere else where you can ride that's scenic and beautiful and nice, and you can put some miles on your EUC. Um, I find myself also though around here, like I went to go get something to eat right before this, and I said, "Well, I'm not taking my car," so I rode
Hmm.
up the road. I did like 10 miles and grabbed something to eat and came back, and I'm like, to be able to do that, what is that worth? I guess is my
Yeah.
question, because I'm upset about the high prices too. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm very upset about the higher price ones, but at the same time, I do realize that we got people like Panda who's traveling tons of miles. What did he do? He did 628 miles or something like that the other day on his EUC, on his monster. And I'm like, that's crazy.
How is that fun?
It,
I do like 140 kilometers in a day, and I'm like, my legs hurt.
that's why you got to
I
sit
can't. I
down.
can't be on the. I
That's what
know,
the
but
seat's for.
after 140 kilometers, I don't really know if I want to travel any further.
Yeah. Well,
Riding shouldn't ride for me at least. Riding shouldn't just be for riding. Riding should also be, to experience something.
yeah,
So we ride to a place, we ride to a
yeah.
destination, and we enjoy the friends that we have along the way, and we enjoy our destination. So for me, it's an adventure thing as well.
I do,
It's not just riding for the sake of riding.
but
It doesn't become fun like that.
I think he has a lot of time on his hands right now, and he had planned. He had wanted to do this for a while, so he had laid it all out. So this was something that, how you set up a vacation and I'm gonna go on this vacation. Well, he set up this trek he was gonna take, and he wanted to see that he can do it, and he wanted to be, he's the only person to do that. So it puts him in a unique
Mhm.
category. So that's what he wanted to do.
I can't remember if it's Canada or the U.S. I want to say it's Canada, but or maybe the U.S. I can't remember, but they're basically combining all the old railroad tracks and all the bike paths
Yep.
to go from east to west.
Oh, no way. That would be great.
Yeah. So I wish we could really get the community together and we can all plan an event and we can all go from east to west or west to east. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, it would be, and there's many people that
Yeah.
would jump in on that. Okay, so Paul's asking a question here. He said, "Your thoughts on legalization of the EUCs? What is Kingsong doing to push governments to make these things fully street legal? Has there been any talk there
So
about that?"
yeah, so we apply for certain specifications
Yeah.
for EUCs to be able to have them legalized in a particular market. I know we did that for some parts of Europe. I can't really remember where, but we did that for that. And but really, it depends on the market, right? So if the market's not that big, then there's not really a purpose for us to do that yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And obviously, I wish that we didn't always have to be in gray waters. I wish UCs can be fully legal,
Yeah.
but just like any other PEVs, even like the UK, right? They have scooters that are permitted, but only rental scooters. So you can't have your own personal scooters. So what's the point of that? I don't understand what is
Yeah.
like it took maybe an extra step for them to just say, okay, if you have a personal scooter, it has to be limited to 30 kilometers an hour or something like that.
Right.
So it seems like they're doing it for financial reasons, for money, you know?
Yeah. Probably. Probably.
Yeah.
Brian. Good night, Brian. I don't know if I missed him already. It's late there, so he couldn't stay up past his bedtime. Um.
Mhm.
Let's see. That's you. Okay. No, Brian was leaving. Um. So, well, let's see. Okay. What do you want to give away next? While I'm scrolling through this.
Let's do let's do the full set.
Okay.
So let's do the helmet, elbow with the knee pads and the gloves and the S18 shirt. So this is like
Wow.
everything I
Wow.
have to give away.
Okay, guys. Okay. Um, he wants to give away a full set. So, um, anybody in the chat that wants a full set of gear, type full set, not full send, full set in the chat. Type full set in the chat. That's wrist guards, knee pads, helmet, and a shirt. Type full set.
I wish you told them to write full send.
Yeah, I don't want EVX coming after me.
Has he trademarked that? Has he?
No, yeah, just kidding. Uh, Jessica, oh, Jessica with the super chat. Appreciate that, sis. Thank you, thank you. All right, I see a lot. I see a lot. All right, I'm gonna give it another couple seconds, and then I'm gonna count them up. So,
Whoa! If he's left, he came back just for the full set.
no, he was saying
Come on, if
no.
he's.
He didn't leave. He was saying bye to Brian.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
He wasn't leaving. He was just saying bye to Brian. All right, let's see, let's see, let's see. Go back. All right, so
Oh, by the way, Jeremy, I saw that you said you were gonna send me some CAD files. If you reach out to us on our Facebook or on our Telegram chat, where else? Instagram. I'll send you my contact information, my email, or I think you can probably attach those CAD files to our messenger. So I'd be happy to have a look at them, send it to my R&D team. I work close with my R&D team to ensure to to help with that manufacturing process as well. So I'd be happy to see those.
wow.
Whoa,
Give,
there's a lot of people that wants the full set.
give me a number from 1 to 42.
Whoa, okay. I'm gonna make you count pretty much all the way. 38.
Okay. Let's go back then. Okay. All right. We started right here.
How many times can you enter? Oh, damn. So helmet, elbow and knee pads, gloves, and a shirt. S18 shirt.
What did you say again?
I said we're giving
No,
away the full
number.
set, so just to clarify, it's 38. And I'm gonna enjoy my hash brown.
Okay. Now I gotta count it again.
Why? My hash brown
Okay.
got you
No,
distracted?
because somebody they put full send, and I counted it. Then I said, wait, not full send, and then they put full set. Then I'm like,
Oh my
you guys
god.
stop typing other stuff. It's screwing up my count. Oh my god.
Um, Daniel, you're asking about if the X18 shirts are gonna be for sale anywhere. They are not. We don't plan on selling them. So these are limited edition, collectible Kingsong items.
All right. It keeps jumping, but it looks like Marcio Kanzian. Marcio Kanzian. Afiz, you missed it by one.
Ha! Ha! Did it on purpose. I actually pre-counted just to say, hey, I was gonna go with 39, and then I was like, nah, Afiz is gonna get it. Skip out on that.
All
So
right, he gets the full set. So remember, guys, whoever wins something. So far we got Daniel Ribeiro, Newbie 101, and Marcio Kanzian. Make sure you guys send me your information. Inbox me. You can send it to my email or send it on YouTube or Instagram or wherever. But like from last week, I still have someone who didn't send me their info. If you don't send me your info, we can't send you stuff. I'm gonna put it in a full email, send it to Jack, and he's gonna send out everything. I do it really
mhm.
quickly, so if you're here and you won, put something in there. All right, so let's see.
We still have more prizes to give away, right?
Yes, we got more people. That wasn't it.
Yeah. Just because that was the full set doesn't mean that was it. Yeah.
Jessica, you don't even ride a wheel. We talk about she put full set, so she can. You don't even have a
Hey, it's
unicycle.
free. Why would you not? I like that mentality. I'm all
Yes,
for the free stuff.
yes, all about the free stuff. All right, so um, now that we've had some entertainment here, I got a question. Well, okay, what do you want to give away next? You want to break it up and do some more, or you
Are
want
we
to?
giving away the next item already?
Yeah, yeah, because I got an
Okay.
idea that's gonna make it easy.
Okay, let's give away helmet
Okay,
with the knee and elbow pad.
okay,
Kingsong's always about that protection.
okay. Helmet, knee, and elbow. So this is almost the same thing, but no no shirt this time. Now for this one, for this one. Jack, this is on you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say the answer.
Okay.
How old is
Okay.
Jack? How old is Jack? First one to tell me how old Jack is the winner.
Wow.
Why don't you Instagram me, Jack?
I'll send it to you on Skype.
Okay.
Can you see that or no?
I don't know because we're using it. That's why I said Instagram. I can still see that one.
Okay. I'll do Instagram.
Now the thing is, whoever's the first one, so it doesn't matter. Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. So let's back it up. Let's see. We're gonna do some more of that, Jack, because I don't want to count.
Wow, I'm hurt by some of these answers though. I'm hurt. Someone gets 39? 40? What? Oh boy. 54.
Okay, you see the
Oh,
do you see the
okay.
winner? Do you see the winner? I think I see the winner.
Well, the first one or the first person to answer it correctly?
It's the first one. Cornell Coleman.
Okay.
Cornell Coleman. 26. Cornell's the winner. Let's go. All right, Cornell won. And what was it? All right, so that was much better than having to count. We're gonna do that. So,
Damn, 50.
Yeah, you got 50.
Yo, whoever gets 50 needs to DM me. I need to know. I need to know what they're thinking.
Well, look, hey, that may be a cast off because I'm 50, and we talked about that the last 2 weeks in a row. So I'm sure that maybe that's a cast off because of me. I'll give them that.
Are they guessing your age or are they guessing mine?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. They must be guessing my age. Oh damn! Alexander said 54.
Now they're just messing with me.
Oh yeah, you know they are. Okay, Brendan says Jack is an indeterminate age due to his genes. Okay. Let's see. EX Rev Ride said, haha, knew it. Is that what you guessed? I did. Oh yeah, he did. He said honestly probably close to 26.
You know what? I was gonna say, like, Rev Rides and Afiz, like, if you guys are like have messaged me, have DM'd me before, like we're friends, you guys probably shouldn't participate in it. It's already unfair.
Okay. Real Talk said, did we just start? No, Real Talk. What's up, buddy? Oh, I froze. All right, hang on. My camera froze. You can still hear me though. So, this stupid camera. I'm gonna drop out and come back. So, let's see, Jack. Think of something else. What else? What else can we use? We got to be able to use something else. Something else for you.
Something else about me?
Yeah, it's got to be about you. You're the guest, so it's got to be about you. Let's see. What else can I use? How about...
How about something like, how many wheels have I owned?
There you go. How many wheels has Jack owned? How many?
I gotta count it myself. Let me see here. Are we counting scooters too? Or
no, just wheels.
Just wheels? Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh man, there's a lot. Damn. I'm too dedicated into this. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, forgot that one. Okay.
You got it? Send it to me.
One. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, you saw that.
Some of you guys guessing 23 wheels. Oh boy, I really wish I had that much money.
Okay, so you didn't say what this one was for.
Yeah, we can give away, let's see, the S18 shirt with
Okay.
the elbow and knee pad.
Okay. Shirt, elbow, and knee.
Yeah.
All right. So the winner is. Let's go back. No, those are ages. Okay, here we go. Oh, close, close. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I don't see one yet. Oh boy. oh,
Man.
oh, you see how close? Wait, wait. I still ain't seen one yet. I still ain't
Wow.
yet.
They were
Oh,
better at guessing my age. They were closer at guessing my
yeah.
age.
Oh, oh, I see one. I see one. The winner is Paul Allen. Paul Allen.
Hey.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah, I've had 10 wheels. So going down the list, uh, actually, oh damn, I think I erased it. But it was, let's see, it was some Chinese wheel. It was E plus, M103, 16A, 16S, MSP, Nikola. Uh, I can't remember what else, but yeah, those are some of the wheels that I owned. 18XL, S18, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, so there's still more questions. I'm not entering so people can win stuff. uh, he said he's going to the casino. Better luck there. oh, oh, okay. This is a serious question here about the 16X. It says Jack, why is
Mhm.
my 16X wobbling around 20 miles per hour? I have the Chow Young tire.
Um, I wouldn't I wouldn't look at the tire. I'd probably look at the alignment. First, I'd look at the alignment of the wheel. So just spin it and see if it's misaligned. And then second thing is readjusting your body posture, learning how to ride with, even experienced riders like me. If I'm changing to a new wheel, there's going to be that transition period where I am going to wobble. So if 16X is your new wheel that you just recently got, you might need to readjust the way you stand, readjust the way you control that. So
Okay. Oh, he doesn't think it's the tire. He's looking at.
yeah.
Now, one of the things I know that if you bang into a few things really hard, there's a possibility that you may throw it off. There's a possibility you may have to look at it, and I that's one thing I don't do often enough is look and check the wheel. Oh, hold on, guys. You guys say a recount. It doesn't matter about a recount. That's why I did this. It's the first one to get the answer right. So if he guessed wrong 3 times, the first one to get it right. So scrolling through, I'm looking for the right answer. Period. The reason I'm doing that is because trying to count and scroll and count and scroll and count and people answering double and triple and answering weird things makes it harder. But this way, first one to get the right answer is the winner. So it doesn't matter. No need for a recount. He got it before anybody else. All right. Let's see. Okay, so EUC rider chemist is asking which do you prefer to ride the most if you have that many to choose from?
Um, if I could only pick one wheel of all the wheels that I've ever had, I would probably pick the 16X.
I knew it.
I'm gonna be brutally honest.
Yep.
If I had to choose a wheel that can pretty much do everything, it's not gonna be the best at some things, but a wheel that can pretty much do everything, I'd pick the 16X.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that because, and honestly, I would say the same thing. Somebody, who was it? Electrocycle in here was saying how the 16X is a dope wheel, but it's just slow, and it's true. It's slower than the other wheels, so you're not going to be the top end, but you have a great speaker, great lights, great seat, great torque,
Hmm.
great. So you can't one wheel can't give you everything. It just can't. It just can't.
Yeah.
So, but
And Kamikaze Joe knows that I was riding my Nikola Plus when I was in New York Electric Festival back in September.
yep,
That wheel was great, but it was not balanced at all. With the Plus, you have the battery at the top, so it was very top heavy,
heavy.
which means that braking led to more wobbles than perhaps something where the batteries are even and where you didn't have that extra battery pack just sitting at the top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I honestly like a balanced wheel. That's why I like the Sherman because it's it's balanced and
yeah,
it's not gonna wobble because of the battery placement and because that's a real issue. Yes, you can get used to it.
mhm,
Yes, you can adjust for it, but it's still not a comfortable thing. Um,
exactly.
so Lights Edge, thank you, buddy. Everybody, hit the like button. Everybody who's in here, hit the like button. We've already lost a few people because of bedtime. We got 54 people in here now, so everybody hit the like button. Let's see. He said, what does Jack think about the 16X? I think he just answered that.
Hmm.
Yes. Oh, Kamikaze Joe said you'd pick the Nick. That's why you said that. Yeah, okay. Uh,
Yeah.
okay. Mom, wife, teacher is saying 18XL, which is a great wheel. I just think the 16X is a little bit better.
The yeah. The KS 18 is a really good wheel. I got it this year actually. I've been on one previously, but I only purchased it around February this year, and it was a great wheel too. It's just the you get that. I got like I think 80 kilometers in range out of it, and I'm a pretty heavy rider.
Yeah.
And we were going up some like steep hills, like we were climbing mountains. So
Okay. 16S or 16X?
16X or 16S?
Yeah, someone's asking.
Nah, now that the 16X is out, I love that's the way I'm going for.
Yeah, so 16X is the winner out of that battle, guy.
Yeah.
Yes, Johan is asking, was the question about the S18 suspension issue answered already? When you say the question about the suspension issue, what do you mean, Johan? He did answer some questions already, but what do you mean specifically? Francisco says that he heard the Nick was balanced. You were riding the Nick Plus, right?
Yeah, I was riding the Nikola Plus, which is a little bit different.
Yeah, the Nick Plus has more battery, so that's why it was.
Yeah.
And I had heard it was a little unbalanced as well. Um,
Yeah. It was a bit scary. I'm not gonna lie. It was a bit scary trying to ride the Nick Plus alongside Vincenzo or Vinny or Top Speed EUC.
yeah, VT is the
You know.
nut, so you can't even don't
Yeah.
even try to keep up with him. Okay,
Well, I ride fast. I'm not too far behind, but it's a bit scary whenever I have to brake because it wobbles a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you stride once again talking shit. I'm gonna put you up, man. I'm gonna put you up. One wheel can't give you everything. Gotway does that all the time. Okay, go ahead and crash it. Tell me what it gives you. Yeah, your ejection battery and paper
Hey,
mache. Don't even try it. They don't.
hey,
And
not. It's a
MSP.
removable battery.
Yeah, and the MSP you unbalanced. Although it's a great wheel, it's still unbalanced. So they don't give you everything. They give you top
No.
speed. That's what they give you. They give you top speed.
All wheels are great. Just depends what you're looking for. I feel like a mom who is like, trying to pick between their favorite child. I love all my children. I know some are gonna be more successful than others, but I love all my children.
Okay, Real Talk is asking, what is 2020 Wheel of the Year? So far, I would have to say the Sherman. Even though the V11 and the S18 are top contenders, I would have to say the Sherman. That's just me. What would you say, Jack? The Wheel of the Year so far for 2020.
Oh man, that's tough. I mean, S18 really did some new things in terms of design.
Yep.
and the way the whole like manufacturing and the way how everything functions.
Yeah.
The veteran broke new grounds on top speed and being a completely new EUC company. I can't really decide between the two, but you know,
But
that's the two I'm gonna go with.
I think the issue is um, the S18 is incredible. They did you guys did a great job on design, so you get the design and the suspension function award. But I think Sherman, new design, brand new EUC, full new design. It didn't look as sexy as the Kingsong S18, but it definitely looked like a tank or a Jeep. Well, tank. Let's go with the
Hmm.
Sherman look with the roll bars and everything. So they had design on their side as well. They also designed a new wheel. Also being a new company. Also being
Yeah.
the first to do a lot of things on that wheel. And I think that's the reason why I give that to them the edge out, because even though your wheel is the best looking this year, hands down, the
Yeah.
S18 is the best looking wheel of the year. But if we're talking about the overall wheel of 2020, I think the Sherman just happens to do so many things: top speed, durability, roll bar. I think that's the only reason why I would say it wins, is because of that. Because it the S18 definitely gets my vote for the view. I mean the look rather.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
um,
Well, Dragonfly is just asking when I'm coming back to Toronto for a group ride.
I was just gonna.
Because if you guys don't know, I actually founded the Toronto E-Riders, which is I think maybe the top three or top five at least biggest e-riding groups in North America. And it's really skyrocketed this year with COVID and whatnot. Really, people are jumping on e-scooters, EUC, e-skate. So I have a really good community out there. If anyone is ever in Toronto, hit me up, hit the group up. I have good friends who are helping me run the group. They're helping shape the community, and they're gonna show you a good time for sure.
That's good. That's good.
Everyone is welcome. Yeah.
But yeah, everybody's giving props to Kingsong for the 16X in the chat here, because everybody's loving it. Fun. Oh, Melody, what's up, Melody? She's in here. Interesting ride at was that Disney? she, she's riding a wheel at Disney in a skirt. Never been done.
Can you bring a wheel into Disney? They
That's
let
what
you do that?
surprised me. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but I didn't. Someone posted it somewhere else. I didn't see. I didn't go to hers and see it.
Should pick up Mickey, put him
Yeah.
on your back, and just ride him around. I do that.
Does he know of any new EUC company? I think on. Um, I'm not sure about that.
No, there are no other EUC companies coming out as far as I know.
Okay.
This is it right now.
Okay. Phenom
By the way, did you
Vapes.
see
Phenom
Venom
Vapes.
Venom Vapes?
$50.
Yeah, crazy.
$50. My guy, man. I appreciate that, man. Definitely.
Wow,
Let's go.
Picked up the
you're making
16X
bank
as my
today.
first wheel, and because it's let me go back to it. For my first wheel, Black Cobra, it seemed the most practical to walk through an office environment with the super convenient trolley. Have an S18 arriving tomorrow. Keep up the great work. All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And you're right. That's the other reason why I love Kingsong wheels. You guys have the best trolley handle ever. You guys, the ability to take that wheel all over the place, and I've done just that. I've taken mine to work. I've taken it, all over the place. And it's been easy to get in and out. That's the one thing about the bigger wheels. When you get the super battery with all the distance and super high speed, well, you get a lot of size with that too. So it's not as easy and convenient
Mhm.
to bring it around. You stride,
I
you
think
stride also. Sorry to
I
cut you
think
off.
just to answer the question again, because I think a lot of people are probably curious. I'm just going to answer this question again, where people are asking about the S18, the issues of the S18, whether it's friction or suspension, whatever it may be. Whatever batch it is, whether you're batch one, batch two, future batches, whatever it may be, if you have an issue with your S18, let your dealer know. And we're working with our dealers to address these issues, and they're going to be covered under warranty. So don't even worry about that. We're gonna get you all fixed up.
yo,
Yeah.
yo, EVX says you were not keeping up with VT. He didn't say he was keeping up. He said he wasn't too far behind.
Yeah.
What's up,
Also,
Big
EVX
V?
didn't ride with me and VT though.
Huh?
He bailed.
Oh,
He
he
wasn't
bet.
he wasn't riding when I hung out with VT. VT was the
Okay.
first one to show me around New York.
Okay.
So we got there, and the first day we got there, me and my friend Diego, VT was at a pub. He was at near HQ basically, and he was waiting for us. And we went on a fast ride with Joe as well. So that was a good time, and we rode I think a few times like that. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Okay. Oh, so did
Yeah.
you see this? Is this what you were? This guy, he says, please answer me. My S18 has shock armed
Yeah.
friction issue.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking about. Yeah. So even Johan is asking. We are addressing the issue. We know of the issues. They're not being ignored. We have solutions for them. Just make sure you let your dealer know, and we're gonna get the replacement parts to you, the necessary parts to you for that repair.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Francisco says 2020 is not over yet. You're right. Excuse me. You're right, Francisco. We were talking about the best wheel of 2020 so far. So yes, we know it's not over yet, and I know Gotway still got a chance. They still got a shot, seeing as they got 3 wheels coming out that we know of right now. So yeah, but
Mhm.
we're just saying so far. That's all. That's all. So you stride again, my man. Thank you, bro. All wheels are great based on what you're looking for, but Gotway is no compromise on what they market. So Gotway, there is a compromise if you're getting a Gotway wheel, because you still have to be worried about the quality, whether it's going to be, because they still have issues with quality control. So there have been some issues there. Not like every company does it. I'm not saying they're alone. I'm just saying that InMotion and Kingsong do a better job of quality control than Gotway does. We know that's a fact. And Gotway top speed is the king. Gotway, hands down, they have the top speed. The only one that has got them so far is the Sherman, and I know that the Monster Pro is going to probably top that according to what we see for the specs. So they'll get their mantle back as the top speed king. So they do it well, but there are some things that you have to look at as well. They have a lot of great wheels. I'm not taking from them. I'm just, my problem. My issue. The shell is the issue, and I wish they would just reconfigure it, come up with a different batch or a different, I don't know, something. They need to work on the recipe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Moonlight is asking battery ejection. Yeah. Suspension wheels, V11 specifically. I'm not sure what he was asking there, but V11's amazing. I love it. uh,
Hmm.
let's see. Hummer S18 design. Okay, here we go. Will S18 design be kept for future wheels, or will future suspension wheels be designed vastly different? I don't know if you can say that.
Um. Hmm. I think we are going to keep some of the design elements for from the S18 for sure. I mean, we saw how powerful the design aspects of the S18 were. That doesn't mean we're gonna make a wheel that looks exactly like the S18 though.
Okay.
We're gonna take what we've learned from the S18 and definitely apply it to later wheels.
Well, that's important that you do that, because there are a lot of things to be
Yeah.
learned from this. A lot of things to be learned
Yeah.
from this venture. Your first suspension,
Exactly.
your first Ferrari, because that's what that looks like.
Yeah, the team's been working hard. It's a wheel like no other. So the team has been working really hard. Everyone has been working extended hours to ensure we address all the issues, to ensure that everyone is notified on how to fix them, and yeah.
Okay. So various vid said when you Moonlad when you said under warranty meant free replacement because my reseller high turn asked me to pay the return shipping. Now that's an issue between you and your seller because I believe what do you guys normally just send the parts out, right, Jack? That's the normal procedure, if possible.
Um, well, I think it depends on dealer to dealer and the distance that you have to ship. But
Okay.
I mean, we work with dealers, right? So we don't really sell the wheels directly to customers, right?
Okay.
Otherwise, there'd be no point of having dealers. So
Right.
between how it works between each dealer is different because there's different legislations in every country and there's different distances it has to cover. But I would say generally, if it's an issue where where the something is defective, it's not a user error, then the shipping, even for the item back, should be covered. And obviously, if you can help your dealer save some cost by removing the battery, if you have the ability to help open up the shell, remove the batteries, then it'll definitely help your dealer out. Again, we're all in this together,
Right. Right.
so yeah,
I like that
it's
answer.
important to support your local dealer too.
I like that answer. We're all
Yeah,
in this together.
yeah,
So
yeah.
and let's try and I mean honestly, I love this community. I think that we do a great job of trying to help each other out, and I hope we continue to do that.
Hmm.
Johan Williams, what's up, man? Thanks again for the super chat. Okay, and this is the question you were already asking, answering about the suspension and broken suspension bearings, mudguard. He said, are these isolated?
Bearings, are these isolated issues?
Yeah.
They're not. We're not, from what we're seeing. It's not every wheel. People, not like every S18 user is telling us they're having issues with it, and the ones that are you know I wouldn't say isolated, but they're not as common, and we're definitely working on addressing those as well. So yeah.
All right. So, Moonlad says the suspension wheels are definitely more important than the Sherman. Okay. I will give you that the suspension wheels, both of them, have definitely pushed us a leap forward in the next iterations of our EUCs. But I think that, and of course, you guys know I was first to get on. I was quickly ready to jump on board. Um, but I still think that the Sherman did so much in terms of new, um, that I have to give them credit. And maybe it's because it's a brand new company. That's their first wheel. That's probably just, but that's just my opinion. You're right. Suspension wheels have done a hell of a job this year, and they definitely changed the game.
Suspension wheels is something I dreamed about like 5 years ago.
Yep.
You know, after you hit that pothole, you're like, damn, if I had suspension.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
funny because I was riding today, and it's true. You have to zero it in to what works for you, because I think for whatever
Hmm.
reason today it was just on point, and I'm like, whoo! I hit a good one, and I was like, I was expecting a little more, and I was like, I didn't even feel that. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm getting used to it a lot more, and I'm loving it even more. So
Hmm.
definitely suspension is the way to go. Let's see. S18 looks. I'll put this one up. K Chan says S18 looks absolutely amazing in white, Stormtrooper black Vader, but it's just quite rough around the edges. Got to work it out. It's their first suspension wheel. There's
Hmm.
nothing's perfect. Um, let's see. Uh, what is the ride testing period time? I'm not sure what he's saying. Francisco? You said what is the ride testing period time? I'm not sure what you mean. Um, the wheels circle around and they go from person to person. Whoever's on the distributors list, e-wheels normally around here, and once each person gets a little bit of time on it, they send it on to the next. I don't think there's really a prescribed time. They try and push it as fast as they can, I think. Okay, so real talk. Thanks again, brother. Thanks again. And he has answered that a few times already. I know you came in late. He has said he's talking directly to the CEO, trying to get them to release a faster wheel. Jack is on board with the faster wheel. He's trying to get the company on
I'm
board
on
with
it.
it.
I'm on it. I want a faster wheel. On a personal note, right? I don't want to work for the slowest company. Yeah.
Okay, so various videos. Another question. Okay, what is your plan for your next baby? A new suspension wheel? A levitating wheel? Don't we wish?
Well,
What
I
you think?
can't tell you what Kingsong has coming,
Ah,
but I'll answer it in a way where I think, just like Liam, I think for the future of EUCs, now that we have suspension, is obviously to perfect it, right? But after that, it's, I think, looking at how to make sure a wheel balances when you're off it. Have you guys seen those self-balancing scooters?
yes, I see.
Imagine that. Imagine if you park your wheel and it levitates and then it follows you around. And then when you, I mean, this comes at huge advantages for especially a new rider, right? Let's say you're learning to ride an EUC, you get that support left and right. So
Yep.
it's not going to fully support your weight, but it's going to help you balance a little bit more. And as long as the sensor senses that it's going to fall left and right, it adjusts. And as it knows you're learning that you need to use it less, it'll dial it back.
Uh-huh.
Because if you don't dial it back, how are you going to turn? How are you going to make tight turns? So just for that learning period.
Right.
And then when you step off the wheel, it'll automatically balance left and right. So you can have it parked up, no longer leaning your wheels against the wall. You don't need a kickstand, nothing like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask you too much when it comes to questions about what you just said, because I don't want to push you into anything that you you ain't supposed to say. But you just said a lot.
No, I'm just saying that's what I want the future of EUCs to be. So that's the next move, I think, for everyone in this market. Now that we have suspension here, perfected obviously, and that'll, I think, be the next innovation to look forward to.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Uh. What is it? Did you just say garbage quality control isn't a compromise?
That's way back in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. They're popping in quick.
Yeah.
Does it got way?
They really want to talk about Gotways though, huh?
Top rate, speed, performance, bend. They always do, because
Yeah.
it's a polarizing issue. Honestly, some absolutely love them, as you can tell, and others are not quite sure.
Yeah.
Okay, got way, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. So guys, I know we always go back to those issues, always, but we are here talking about Kingsong today. Yes, I'm behind in the chat. I'm way behind in the chat. I know, James. uh, okay, I'm gonna skip along. Oh, real talk again, my man. Thank you, thank you. Yes, there are things to look forward to, but he can't say much. Um, I'm gonna skip by, skip by. Sorry if I'm skipping. I'm trying to catch up. Uh, uh. Okay. Yep. 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 So, is there anything that you can think of, Jack, while I'm scrolling here that you want to share, that you can share?
Huh.
uh,
We have, let's say, we're working on multiple things.
okay. Okay.
The company is always, our CEO is, he looks towards the future, and we have multiple products that we want to release, and they're not close yet, but I think a lot of people are going to be very excited about.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I think the biggest thing, and I'm gonna say it. We talked about it. The biggest thing I think everybody was hoping for, excuse me,
We
is
actually have, what else we'll tell you is we do have a device that'll do, um, I think it's 80 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
but it's not an EUC.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So can you share?
Well, I got to keep a little bit of mystery.
Okay.
I think that's.
Okay, so what I know people were saying, and it's one of the things that I wanted to talk about is we were hoping that software updates would be able to adjust the speed and give us more speed out of the S18, like the V11 did for that top, you know, top 20%. They bumped it up to 35 miles per hour. But we were talking about it. I talked to Jack previously, and he was saying that that it wouldn't be safe for them to do that. And with the battery size that they have, it wouldn't be safe for them to bump it up. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's not something that we can really look forward to.
We could probably increase the speed, but it's not going to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So EVX is saying, he said, dude, forget all the self balancing stuff. We need redundant control board safety, better wiring, and battery management. Okay.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Those are things I feel like are ongoing and continuous. Like that's an endless fight, because technology on that front is always advancing. There's always better ways for better battery management or for better control boards. So I feel like that's an ongoing thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Heavier gauge wires. Yep.
Hmm.
Kamikaze says, he says, I need a wheel that can go get beer without me on it. Yeah,
Yeah, those are the real questions.
that's coming soon, Kamikaze. Coming soon.
I think those are called Uber Eats.
uh, John French says, my S18 comes tomorrow. What problems should I be looking for? I guess any problems is really hard to
I
say.
mean, just open the wheel, unlock it, test it, and see what comes up, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, not every wheel has an issue.
Uh-huh. They want to be without updating the max speed. I want to know what upgrades they want to do without upping the max speed. Uh I
Well,
don't
even the updates that we've made in terms of like performance or how the S18 rides from like 2.0 to 2.0, I think 5 now, 2.05 is actually pretty large. I mean, we've played with how much the sound from the motor comes out. We've played with torque. We've played with top speed. So our firmware team. We're always playing with these limits. And if you actually downgrade to one of the earlier firmwares, you're gonna feel that there's not as much torque.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
So they already made some of the necessary upgrades, even though you may not
Yeah.
notice. You may not know about them. There are
Yeah.
have already been some.
Yeah.
Real talk. I'm gonna hit you up real quick first of all because you in there again. Appreciate you, brother. Every week I appreciate you. But before I go over this real talk, send me your information. I was gonna send you a shirt for last week, and I don't have your info yet. Inbox me, bro. All right. So now to what he's saying. Can you explain the EUC company relationship? Because there seems to be a lot of respect and intermingling between companies. It's not like here in American companies.
Intermingling as in like interacting with one another.
Yeah, like you said you were stepping in for Kuji and these guys are riding. You got a video with the Kingsong wheels, and that video you had
Hmm.
all the wheels in it and V11.
Well, I do that. I do that with the risk of my job because I wanna. This is my passion. This is my hobby. So I want to present what you guys want to see. Because I know that being fortunate enough to be in this position, I would love someone to share what's going on
Yes.
in China. I want to connect these EUC companies better with its audience, with its customers.
Well, do you
Um,
feel
so
that your companies intermingle, or is it that was just
no,
you?
no, I think it's just me. I
Okay.
do have obviously a relationship with Liam from InMotion and
Right.
and with Lucas. So I've been here for a long time. but we don't like share. Oh, Liam, you're gonna come out with this wheel, and we don't share that information. You know, that's
Okay,
NDA, that's
got it.
private, so it's nothing like that. Yeah,
Well, no, it just
but
looks like you guys cooperate. You know, like you know what I mean. You guys are friendly to each other, and you're all in the EUC game.
Kuji is the only one that basically knows everything. I think in this entire space, Kuji, because he doesn't work for an EUC company, he is the only one that knows pretty much everything
Okay,
in this space. Yeah.
because nothing's proprietary for him because he's just helping you guys out. He's testing, but he doesn't
Yeah,
work. He
he's
doesn't work
testing
for
it.
anybody.
Exactly.
Okay, okay. Um,
Yeah.
so a various vid a trivia question. Where does the name Kingsong come from?
Kingsong comes from the word 精从.
Uh-huh.
It's Chinese, yeah.
Which means
I actually don't know what it means. I mean, the first character means gold, and I have to search up what the second word means actually.
okay.
Let's see.
All right. So
Mm.
what percentage of Kingsong's new products are wheels? I think their point is, are they more into wheels or more into scooters?
Um, we are an EUC company, but in order, to be honest with you, in order to survive in this market, you have to make scooters.
Yep.
It's just like InMotion, just like any other companies.
Yep.
We produce other products to be able to, just because the scooter market is huge, you know, and EUC is still, in retrospect, a very small community of riders. Yeah, it's still niche. So
Okay. What?
I'd say we have scooters. We have, I think, maybe six scooters.
Mhm.
Um, and we have what, KS 14D, 14S, 16S, 16X, 18XL, and then S18. So that's seven, and then there's variations between each one, right? Like 18L and 18XL, which is basically just a battery difference.
Mhm.
So yeah, so we have similar amounts of products. Yeah.
Well, somebody Kamikaze Joe, I just scrolled past it, but he said something about e-board.
Yeah, I think they're guessing as to what
Yeah.
that
What?
80-kilometer thing could be.
A trike, a e-board. uh, okay. EX
It's very
Pride
tiring going
says,
that fast.
what are your thoughts on an EUC design for stunts in skate parks?
So actually, from user feedback, um, we adjusted the left-right adjustment. We added that into the app. I pushed for that to be included so that people can actually start taking their 16X, their S18s onto off-road terrain. Maybe they want to take it to Whistler downhill mountain bike park or scenarios like that, where
Right.
you're going through like a curve, like a massive bank, and skate parks. So you don't want the wheel to cut out, right?
Right.
Um, I do see a space where EUCs can be used in those scenarios.
Right.
Definitely, yeah.
All right. Well,
That's why we included that. Yeah.
I think that right now, yeah, the S18 is probably the best one for that, for anything like
Yeah.
that. At least from what I'm being told, I haven't ridden like that. Uh, Mickey, okay, I'm sorry, I'm blowing your eardrums out. He said he said that sound is too loud. So Disney owns everything. uh, so yeah, well, he's I guess thanks for answering that. Well, I'm looking at the fact that this has been the most giveaways out of anyone, and you've given away the best gear out of anybody, Jack. I really appreciate that. Uh, definitely. Um, so let's see, what do we got? We got one, two, three, four, five. You think we're good, or we need to give away something else?
Let's see. We could give away one last thing.
Okay. What's it gonna be?
Let's give away a shirt and helm and knee and elbow pads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shirt, knee, and elbow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't use that. Let me ask you this, Jack. No, see, no, because they would know that. Some people might know that. Okay, I'll give you a minute. I'll wait for you. Yo, I got you. what, what, Paul?
Hello?
Paul, what is four? You just guessing? You just said four. Okay. Mickey says give away a wheel.
I wish.
Moonlad says a free black
Hey,
S18.
if the decision was up to me, I'd already have given away multiple wheels. Unfortunately, that doesn't just come down to me.
If that changes, I'm gonna give you my address. So if that changes, just go ahead and forward one to me. Okay.
Okay.
So wait, hold on. I got something. Let me see. Let me see. Um uh
Oprah would have given everyone a new wheel. You get a wheel.
You
You get
get
a
a
wheel.
wheel. You get a wheel.
Yeah, we can do that one.
Okay. All right. So okay. So for the last and final giveaway of the show,
Do we just want to do a number? Should we do
yeah.
gender as well?
No, that'd be too specific. That'd be too well. We're gonna make it easy. We'll make it easy.
All right, all
How
right.
many siblings does Jack have? How many siblings does Jack have? And it starts now. So Paul, your guess before don't count. You gotta
Damn.
send it to me, Jack.
I am. Oh, there
Oh,
we go.
okay.
You know, working in China is quite difficult.
Oh
VPNs,
wow.
you
Oh
know.
wow. Oh wow. They're popping in. They're popping in. Wait, I
Who
think we.
gets 13? Let me tell you something. Chinese families do not have 13 kids.
We have a winner. We have a winner. Sebastian Rex. Sebastian Rex. Here, I'll give you this one. It's a lot lower.
Let's go.
Is that better for you, Mickey? hold on. Hold on. Here, Glockenspiel. All right, Sebastian Rex. He has one sibling. Okay, so
Yep.
remember, guys, you guys gotta send me your information. Send me your
79.
information. Oh, I'm getting a blur there. Send me your information, but make sure you add, what your screen name was on here. I had somebody send me one, sent me, and I'm like, who are you? I'm like, so tell me who you are. Tell me what, your address, your name, your actual name, and your address, and I'm gonna forward it to Jack, and Jack's gonna send out the stuff, and it'll be shipped on the way to you. So I mean, I'm gonna say honestly, I really appreciate these kind of shows. I really wish you could give away a wheel, because that would be
I wish I could too.
that would be the best giveaway ever. But so before we go, anybody? Oh wait, Sebastian, my man. Hold on.
Let's go.
Oh man, from Chile. Oh my goodness. I think his address is gonna be pretty far. Uh, okay, so somebody asked. Francisco said, remember earlier he said better he go to a casino, he have better odds. He says the World Resort Casino, here I come. Oh man, you're funny. Any
Well,
go ahead.
Vincent said, when am I coming back to Canada? I plan on visiting within the next 6 months.
Okay.
And I definitely want to stop by the Vancouver area for sure. I know the group there. I know Thomas from Van EUC well. So yeah, definitely on the list.
Okay. Okay. I actually haven't been to Canada yet, and it's definitely one of the places I want to go. So
Man, you guys, U.S. riders just ride within U.S. You guys don't come up north to see Canada.
well,
We actually have a really nice like environment to ride.
I look, and I know that, and Canada's like really on my list. But see, I also travel a lot still with the military, so they send me to places. So I got no choice. I go where they tell me. So but Europe, and actually the next time I go, I'm hoping to be able to take my wheel with me. I don't know.
Are you taking your wheel into combat? Does Kingsong have to make a bulletproof wheel for you?
You make it, I'll ride it into combat. No, because I think I may have one more deployment to go, and maybe I will have to bring that wheel with me. Um, just you listen. If they do deploy me again, you may get some videos of me riding a wheel in the desert somewhere.
Yeah.
We shall
S-
see.
V V V and Lutalo visited me in Canada. So you guys, everyone else has to come up north,
Yeah. Oh
visit
yeah.
Toronto E-Riders. Huge group, fantastic group of people. So
Uh,
yeah.
EVX says, "Why go to Canada? We have every terrain in the U.S." Why not, Mickey? Why not? I want to go to Canada.
Because something is fully legal there that it's not in the US.
And what's that?
If you know, you know. That's it. If you know, you know.
I have been to Amsterdam already, if that's what you're talking about.
Come on. Now you're giving the hint away. It's too obvious what it is now.
Everybody knows. All right, so there's if there's nothing FAA and battery. Yes, you're right about the battery, buddy. But military air, there's things that I can do that you can't. So I'm hoping that I can get it on the plane with me if I go. Um, but we'll see. Uh, actually, I'm hoping that I don't go. So let's hope I don't gotta go no more. So we'll see. Two deployments to the desert are enough, but we'll see what happens. Let's see.
Yeah.
Jack knows he knows.
I
All right,
don't. I'm not
I'm gonna
gonna
leave.
respond to that.
You
But if you join in on the group rides, then you'll know.
okay, I know where that's going. And neither one of my professions will allow me to do that, so I'm gonna pass on that. So, let's see. Oh, interchangeable batteries. Before we go, you got any thoughts on that? Think we'll be seeing that anytime soon?
Kingsong back in the day did interchangeable batteries back in the early days. Um, and I worry about the safety of interchangeable batteries,
Okay.
how stable that connection is. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I worry for the safety of it
Yep.
because for it to pop open easily, it also has to stay on there firmly as well. Like in the event of a crash, you don't want your batteries just to fly out.
Right.
So it needs to come out when you're purposely wanting it to change out, right? So it's a tough issue.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you could make it so it wasn't so easily to pop off. Maybe you know what I mean, you needed a tool to make it come off. But I mean, like you said, that would make it where you're not securing it. You're making it where it has the ability to release, so it would be weaker no matter
Yeah.
how you look at it. So I don't know.
Well,
I guess.
back in the day, I had my E plus, right, and I had two batteries. It took me, I think, 2 minutes to change out the batteries because
Okay.
it was just under that shell. And I think with even the like M Super series, it'd be really easy. Even like the veteran, it would be really easy to change out the batteries. So I don't know how much simpler you would want to get in regards to that. I know the Kingsong wheels are a little bit harder. You have to take off the LED strips and whatnot, but
Hmm.
yeah, it's still faster than charging it.
Yeah. Yeah. True. I mean,
But
you could take them out. Like, I mean, the batteries that are in there now, you could possibly, but how are you going to carry charged batteries like that are this? Yeah, no. Anyway,
Yeah.
at this point, we're not there. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? Uh,
I probably want, like EVX said, I think it's a better progression to support faster charging and better cable management.
yeah.
I think that's wiser. Yeah.
EVX Gotway batteries already fly out in the event of a crash. Yes they do. Yes they do. Okay, but that's EX Rev Rise. That's what he's talking about. Easy to remove side panel. Use tabs to slide the shell from above, and use a locking method down by the pedal hanger. Would make it easy to swap batteries. But
Here's the thing. Most people who want to go far, who want swappable batteries, you know, I think it's just better just to carry a charger, just to carry a fast charger, because the amount of time you still need to rest. If you're going for long distance, you still need to rest. So it's probably better just to support at least 10 amps of fast charging, rather than carry like your spare batteries in your backpack, which are heavy and dangerous.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, either way you look at it, there's something that we're gonna have to adjust. Now,
Yeah.
when you say 10 amps, does the S18 do 10 amps?
No, all our wheels are limited to a max of 6 amps of total input.
Okay, okay.
So if you charge at more than 6 amps, it'll beep at you.
it'll
Yeah.
it'll start yelling. All right, all right.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you could think of, Jack, that you want to add to the people out here? Seems like a lot of people know you already. So, is there anything you want to give them, or anything you want to say to them before we close out?
I appreciate everyone being here. Unfortunately, I don't have any more gear to give away.
Oh,
I've already given away too much gear, probably.
oh no, we're good. We're good with gear. If you got more words for your people, that's about it.
Yeah.
You've given away
I
a
appreciate
lot.
everyone being here. I know people are worried about the S18, but everything issue that you have will be covered under Kingsong warranty. So just, contact your dealer, make sure they're notified so they can notify of us, because we need to keep records of all this. And the only way we know is if people are reporting it back to their dealers and our dealers are reporting it back to us. Um, if you're ever in Toronto, visit Toronto E-Riders. You can check out my own YouTube channel, which is Electric Dreams. Yeah, that's it.
I will definitely be putting the links to his YouTube channel and his Instagram in the video description once this uploads fully to YouTube. So you can look for it there if you forget what it is. But I want to tell you again, to every one of you that is here and all those that have come and gone tonight, I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. I know I say it every week, but I want you to understand that I genuinely do. Those of you who know me or are paying attention know that I lead a busy life, a very busy life. My wife always asks me, what the hell else are you going to try and fit in? Because I do a lot of things. But I really, really, truly do get a lot of enjoyment from this community, from writing
Mm-hmm.
EUCs, from making videos, from communicating with you guys. So I appreciate you. If you don't know
Yeah.
it, I'm telling you, I appreciate you. I thank you to each and every one of you. You all mean something. And this community is pretty close. That feeling of togetherness and belonging that we all search for, you guys are giving it. We are getting it from each other.
Yeah.
I appreciate this community. I truly do. So, I know we all can't hang out because we're all over the place. But virtual hugs, high fives, and handshakes. You guys are great.
Yeah.
Come back next week. I don't know who we're doing next week because I'm waiting for a couple of people I'm talking to, but I will let you know. And until then, those of you who saw that twerk bomb video that I put up where the two girls were they instead of photo bombing they bombed my video and started twerking. I got to finish editing that so I can put that out for you guys. That's up next, and I'll see you guys next week. Jack, once again, thank you again, brother. I appreciate you being here.
No worries.
You have
Happy
a
to be
good
on the
day,
show.
and everybody,
Yep.
Ride hard and keep it wheel.